Hi, my babies, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Virgo Garden. If you don't know, now you know. Anything you need to know about little me will be down below in the description box. You do not have to be a Virgo to watch this video. Hi, my babies. Hi, my babies. Hi. I'm like, God, I hope I just said that intro right. God damn sure zoned out when I was saying that intro. Alright, y'all, so hopefully, I always say this every Sunday Mimosa, this won't be a long one, but you know, it is what it is, shit happens. So, this particular Sunday in Mimosa, we are going to be talking about why you can't support everyone. Now, I know deep down in our hearts, you know, we want to be loving, giving people, and all this birds and bees and da 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 type shit. But listen, when you get fucked over enough, you do tend to learn you can't be supportive of everyone. And that's exactly what this story here is going to be about. And the crazy thing is, some of y'all know who this person is. Okay, so let me explain something about how shit gonna be going in 2022 right quick. Okay, last year I feel I was very humble. Okay, I feel I was very humble last year, and y'all gonna find out through these Sunday Mimosas. I'm about to give y'all some tea to some behind the scenes shit that done went on to some shit y'all only got to see the face of. I'm gonna let you know what happened behind it though. Okay, because there's some people out here real life thinking, oh, Virgo Garden shouted me out and I'm gonna be good for life. Oh no, Virgo Garden gonna let motherfuckers know when she ain't fucking with you no more too, cause you ain't gonna be riding off of my energy. Alright, so we're gonna talk about this lovely, beautiful person I'm growing called Leo. That's what we're gonna call her. Okay, that's what we're gonna call her. Now, let's talk about Miss Leo. First things first. Once again, this is yet again one of those. Someone I ain't never motherfucking met, okay? I understand how you can have such a deep issue with me. You ain't never fucking met me, ain't never been in my presence, but okay. Un momento, gotta spark the blunt. So, we met on Facebook. I know. The infamous Facebook. And we must have been in like a Facebook group or something together. That's how I figured it. Cause we never could really figure out how we became Facebook friends, but I'm pretty sure she added me. Cause at the time that we became Facebook friends, I was not randomly adding people I don't know anymore, okay? I was doing that shit when I was a teenager, when I was in college, okay? We talking about late 20s. We too old for that shit, okay? Just be adding people that we don't know unless it's gonna be some type of benefit. But anyway. So how we ended up having a conversation was my charity. Okay, see, like people, oh gracious, I don't understand why so much negativity gotta come towards my charity for. Gracious. But my charity was having a book bag giveaway. And I ended up, because my homie blessed me, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I had just got in the first car accident that put me in chronic pain, y'all. So, when I say I was looking for a job, hard body, okay? Because I'm like, my God, I'm in chronic pain. I can't work, okay? Shorty can't pay rent. I'm living with my mama. I gotta get the fuck out, okay? I got to get the fuck out. So I was definitely looking for a job left and right, right and left, up and down, down and up. And I finally got one. But I'm still in for, see, this is the thing, right? This is why I tell y'all take care of y'all bodies and pay attention to what your body is telling you. I knew my ass could not work, but I wanted to get out my mama's house so bad. I went and got a job anyway, and it was a part-time job, but fuck, I felt like I was dying working that shit. My body was in so much pain. But, like I said, I was having a book bag giveaway. Now, I almost had to cancel my book bag giveaway because I did not have the money. I got paid every 2 weeks. I just started working. I won't go have the money for a little minute. So by the time my check would have rolled in, it probably would have been the Labor Day weekend, which the kids go right back to school, and I probably would have ended up spending my entire check. I don't even think I had enough money to cover them book bags, and that's why my homie came through for me. And I don't even think, no, he did know, because I told him I was about to cancel it, and he just went and bought 50 fucking book bags, y'all. He filled them shits up with paper. He put paper in all of them. Well, he put paper in most of them, but he bought all the paper to go in it, and he told me just finish putting the paper in there. And he bought them, he bought some pens. Y'all, he bought school supplies, y'all, okay? He bought them kids damn near everything they needed. I just had to go get the rest of it. Like, I went and got, I think, like, scissors or something like that. And I went and got them, crowns, because he didn't have enough, like, whatever he went in the store to go get, he just got whatever they had in the store. So they didn't have enough to fill up 50 book bags. So I just went and got the rest of the crowns. I went and got them color pencils. It was something else I went and got them too. And I remember I put affirmations. I had my mom and sister help me write affirmations, and we put them in each of the book bags. We get them 5 affirmations they could read, or their parent could read to them every day. So I'm thinking this is going to be a great thing, right? And then this lady reaches out to me, and she was like, "Hi, sis. I know you don't know me or whatever, but she was like, I'm in a real bad predicament, and I saw what you were doing with your book bag giveaway." And she was like, "I have 3 sons, and she's like, I'm not working right now." And she was trying her best, to make ends meet. And she had 3 sons, all of them in school, and she had absolutely no money. Them babies didn't have nothing. They didn't have a book bag. They didn't have paper, pencil, pen, crowns, erasers, calculators. That's what it was. I got them. But, like, they didn't have none of that. So, me being me, because she was like, "I don't even live in Virginia." I'm like, "Brr?" Like, yo, what? It's for the community. But she was like, "I live in North Carolina." But when she told me what she was going through, I'm like, ain't no way in hell I can't help this lady. Like, where she live ain't that far from me. I can definitely ship it to her. So I told her I would, but I told her she was going to have to wait a little minute, though, because she had to wait till I got my next check. Cause I was bone dry. And I put all of my money into that charity, like I always do when I have a charity event. It'd be worth it. But, she understood. She was happy. She was grateful. She was like, "Look, shit, I ain't got the money, and I ain't got to, be out here doing nothing crazy to get it." She like, "Sis, whenever you can send it, I appreciate it." Because she was like, "I have nothing." And she felt so bad, and I can only imagine how she felt when you got 3 young kings looking up at you, and you got to tell them mama can't do it. And it's stuff that you feel like most parents can be. See, we got to stop putting so much pressure on the parents, too, sometimes, bruh. Because, like, seriously, like, I was so grateful I could help this lady, y'all. It warmed my damn heart, because I felt like shouldn't no mother have to fucking go through that. And when I say she was in a bad predicament, y'all, she was in a bad predicament. She was doing the best she could do for her kids in the situation she was in, which was very uncomfortable for her. Okay? That's as much as I'll go into that situation. So I told her I would send it, and I did. And by the time I sent it, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, I was like, I told you I get paid every 2 weeks. It was close to the end of September or whatever. But I sent it, and she was so grateful. And she was so grateful to the point where she could not, because she said she would reimburse me. I was like, "Nah, you ain't even got to do that. That's what my charity do this for, to help my community, to help the community, period." But I'm be honest with you, specifically to help black people, because goddamn they be struggling out here, and I ain't got shit like that, but I be trying to get what I can. But she tried to reimburse me, and I told her, "Nah, you ain't even got to do that. That's what I do it for." So this lady was so grateful and thankful when she got the money. She sent me a portrait of myself that she painted, and she picked a picture off my Facebook, and she painted it, and she sent it to me. When I say it was probably one of the dopest gifts I ever got. Definitely the dopest painting I ever got, for sure. So this was August when we linked, and it was September when I sent it to her. So, like, naturally, she saw my book bag giveaway that I did in my community out here. And y'all, that table was full of book bags. I was probably out there for 30 minutes. All them book bags was gone. That community came out there and got them janks. And I still had some shoes that I was giving away from my shoe giveaway that I had did earlier that year. Matter of fact, that's how I ended up doing the book bag giveaway. Hold on. So this is something we're going to talk about this year as well. Public recognition and why it's so important in the spiritual world. My homie, may he rest in peace, Mississippi. Y'all heard me talk about him back in 2020. He passed around my birthday, but I found out in December though. He was the only person that showed up to my shoe. I had bought some black-owned shoes and gave them back to the hood out here, one of the hoods out here. And he's the only person who showed up and helped me with that. And I had just gotten in a car accident. Nobody knew, though, that I was still in pain a month after. And I'm out there bending over and shit in the heat, putting shoes on kids. Like, nobody knew. So when he found out I was in a car accident, he was shocked. He was like, yo. He was like, I should, like, you know, like, he was acting like the big brother he was. But, it was my homie Mississippi, yo. We was out there in the hood, and I was giving them shoes out to them kids. And y'all, I was so many kids out there, and he was like, we should come back out here and do a book bag giveaway in September. And he's the one who went and bought them book bags, because that's what he did back home in Mississippi. So, rest in peace, Mississippi. Thank you for all that you done. I won't ever forget you for sure. For sure. I know them kids ain't gonna forget you. People still getting blessed off of you. Thank you. So, she saw the give back though. And that's how the book bag giveaway happened. And that was the same exact neighborhood I went back out there too. But she saw that and she was like, oh, you really out here, you know, doing stuff. You really out here helping the community. And so that's what we bonded over. The fact that she saw me doing my thing, or like we was into some of the same stuff. We both into spirituality. We both into teaching people how to heal and shit, or work through their traumas. Like, we're both into that. So it's like little stuff like that is what it clicked us together. We're both artsy. We both write. And so we just naturally built a bond. And also, we both were in chronic pain because she ended up getting in a car accident in August before she hit me up. And that's why she couldn't work. So that's something else that we bonded over. Like, because both of our necks had the same exact issue. It was straight and it's supposed to be a curve in your neck. So, like, that's something else that we bonded over. And we was talking about, like, certain pains and stuff that we experienced. We were like, oh my God, yes, I go through that. Like, sometimes, y'all, when you go through something like that, it be relieving to find somebody that understands your pain. So, like, naturally, we just bonded a sisterhood. And then over the next few months, I started noticing that Leo had a crush on me. She's a very open bisexual woman. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay? And she definitely admitted, plenty of times, how attracted she was to me. And I would have to be like, look, you're going too far. You need to go and cut that. You're going too far. She's like, too much. Yes, too much. Okay, too much. But she would always, like, we had that conversation and she was like, I try my best to be respectful. But it's hard, though, to be respectful because you just so, like, listen, we ain't got to go into detail, okay? We ain't got to go into detail. But, so she would, like, try to, like, fit her flirtation in where she could. But then it got to a point where she started calling me sis bae. She's like, you my sister, and I love you like my sister, but if you ever give me that chance, or you ever decide you gonna dip in the lady pool, and that's why she called me sis bae, because she was like, I usually don't have a crush on my people I call my sister. She was like, but I'm crushing on you, so I'm gonna have to call you sis bae. So that's how we ended up there. So like I said, she was extremely supportive of the stuff that I was doing. Even the person I was advocating for, y'all, like, she was supportive of that as well, as far as like liking the post or sharing the post and stuff. I definitely got to get that to her. Now, this is where shit starts going left, okay? So I got into a debate on Facebook, and I actually told y'all about this shit back in 2020. I'm so going to totally fuck this word up, but somebody out there is going to know what I'm talking about. I'm going to try. Coercion, that's as close as I'm going to get to it. That was damn near perfect for me, okay? That's as close as I'm going to get to it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Basically, when a woman says a man forced her to have sex. Okay? Which is what is up under the category of rape. Now, I personally feel like rape is rape, and coercion or whatever the shit is, coercion, well, I can't say the shit, y'all know what I'm saying. Whatever that C word is, though, is what that is. That is not rape to me. I'm not trying to offend anybody. And I ended up getting into a debate with 5 different females at the same damn time, okay? On Facebook. And I still stand on how I feel to this very, very day. Ladies, you could be pissed at me about it. It's okay. Life will go on like Celine Dion. Okay? Life will go on like Celine Dion, baby. This is my stance. And this is it. I don't really want to discuss it no more. We just gonna call it the C word, okay? Like I said, the C word is when basically a man keeps pressing a woman to have sex with him and then she caves in and has sex. That is not rape to me. Rape is when you don't have a choice. With the C word, you do have a choice. And that was my stance. And oh, them bitches ain't like that shit. How can you say that? Why? Because you walking around saying somebody's son raped you and he really did? Bitch, you know you can fuck somebody's life up like that? Lie on my son and say that shit. Bitch, I'm killing your whole family. You got me fucked up. You don't fuck with nobody life like that. And I hate in Virginia because in Virginia, all you gotta do is say, oh, he hit me. Your ass going to jail. They look at domestic violence in Virginia now like felonies. It's gonna be hard as hell for you to get a job. So I'm up there debating with these females because how can you say that? You know how I can say it? Because my ex-fiance did the C word to me. He ain't even do that. The nigga just came in the room. I'm on my phone. Nigga just got right on top of me, started having sex. Ain't asked me, was I into it? Did I want it? Nothing. But I said, I still don't call that shit rape. And she was like, why not? Because I ain't open up my mouth and tell that man get off of me. Now, if I open up my mouth and say get off me and he kept going, that is when it becomes rape. But until you open up your mouth and say no or stop, it ain't rape. You have to verbally say that shit. I'm talking about in a court of law, boo-boo. To make sure your ass is covered by the law, you have to verbally say no, or you have to say stop. It ain't just with action or, oh, I wasn't acting interested, so I don't understand why he kept going, because he thinking that you want it, because all he thinking about is his nut. My ex-fiance did get off of me because he saw I was disinterested, and I ain't want that shit, and it hurt his feelings. But I grew up in the type of generation that grew up under a type of generation that grew up under a type of generation that grew up under a type of generation where when your man wanted, you supposed to give it to him. Listen, this shit could go real deep. I ain't gonna go too far with this. This shit could go real deep. But my stance is until you say no, it ain't rape. You got to say no out your mouth. You got to say it. To make sure he understands. But some men may not understand it. Because they may just be too wrapped up in the fact that they want a nut. Now, she did come to my defense. But in private, though, oh, she agreed with them. But she held me down. I was like, oh, well, I appreciate that. But she did it in a nice way, though. At that point in time, it was a nice way. Oh, because, honey, this conversation definitely came back up. Because I'm thinking the day we had that conversation about why she took up for me, but how she feel, I'm thinking we good. Because Nina's the type of person, especially now with the point I'm at with my growth, especially in 2020. Because 2020, oh baby. I was very clear on making sure I communicated with people exactly how the fuck I felt, whether they liked it or not. I mean, that it did it in the time frame they wanted it. But I was very clear on communicating with people how the fuck I felt. So when I said what I said and we said we was good, I thought we was fucking good. I let the shit go. Silly me, I say. Silly me. But basically, me and the main girl I was getting into it with this debate, she got us to see that we have our own journey and experience. And so, like, me and the girl actually ended up, having a respectful agree to disagree type situation. And I let her know I do understand where you're coming from, but couldn't nobody understand where I was coming from with this shit. But the fellas was like, yeah, okay, it's some bullshit, yo. Like, come on, Come on. Please stop that nonsense. Please stop. We ain't gonna go back, though. We're not gonna go back. We're moving forward in life. Yes. So, that was just the start of our problems, okay? Because now she's holding this grudge that I know nothing about, okay? About this C word, coercion. I think that was a little closer that time. Versus real rape. And probably because it's happened to her plenty of times. And she has told me that it has, but still, once again, oh, never mind. Okay, and I'm not talking about a child either, y'all. That's molestation. Because a child, and the reason why it is because the child doesn't have the brain capacity to necessarily say stop all the time, as a lot of us know through personal experiences. So that definitely has nothing to do with a child. Please know I'm talking about adults. So, like I said, that was just the start of the problems. She holding a grudge. Ooh. That's not good, honey. That was laying of the cold, okay? Now I think we about to get to the strike the match part. So she kind of does similar work to me. And I think see, this is the thing. That's why I be telling y'all, be careful who you get your services and shit from now. Okay? Because honey, wolves in sheep's clothing. I'm trying to tell you, they wolves in sheep's clothing. Her purpose, far as what she was marketing, far as what I comprehended, was that she has, like therapy sessions where she talks to you on a weekly basis, and she basically helps you work through your problems. Now, she has different books that she has published, and I ended up with 2 of those books. So one of them was the one she really, really wanted me to have. So we did a barter exchange for that. And I sent her some Queen Alchemy oils. So I was flipping through the journal. I'm like, oh, there's some good stuff in here. And I'm like, yo, my Virgo Garden fam could really benefit from this shit, okay? Now, I don't want to promote her to y'all, and I ain't try her counseling session my goddamn self. Well, not counseling session, that's my shit. Therapy session, or what, I forgot what she called them, okay? But I already had my shit up and running by the time I had met this lady. So, anyways, y'all, I'm trying to stay positive. Okay, I'm trying. So, her therapy session is what we gonna call it. So, I booked a therapy session. And yes, there was payment made for it. But it was supposed to be free at first. But I ended up paying her for it later. And I'll explain why as long as I can remember. Because y'all know how my memory be. So I was like, yeah. I actually want you to come on to, my platform. So I can promote you to my people. Because she's still in a fucked up predicament. She in a much better... Because, honey, listen. She went from one bad situation, moved across the country to another bad situation. They had to move back across the country to where the fuck she should have been at in the first place. That's why I tell you. Make sure you love yourself first. Because when you do, you can set certain boundaries. And certain shit you ain't gonna put up with no more. And you know what a lot of people say about me now that I've been hearing, like the last couple of weeks of December, that they love about me? They say, Nina, you don't take no shit. Yeah, because Nina learned how to love herself. Because Nina used to take a lot of fucking shit, okay? Unbearable, man. Unbearable. So, I was like, I definitely want you to come onto, my platform and show them a different angle. Because certain things she was talking about in that journal was shit we was already talking about on the Virgo Garden platform anyway. And I was like, oh, this shit is perfect. I could bring my sis on. I could promote her, send some clients her way. Because at that point in time, my channel was like just overflow. Okay, it was all type of energies coming in. Okay, mama had to shut the fucking door. There was too many people coming up in my house. We had to shut the fucking door. Had to kick some people out. Oh, we gonna get to all of that later on this year. Now, we gonna focus on her though. So like I said, at that point in time, my channel was overflow. Okay, it was a lot of blessings and a lot of other things going on there. And it was too much for me to be able to keep eye on all the company in my house, if you understand. So I did tell her, sis, you could take some of my clients on. That way you can help them when I can't be there. This is what I'll be talking about. Put your torch next to mine. And you can help the people I can't reach. Because I'm thinking she might be able to help one of y'all when I'm too busy. Or when I'm over here helping somebody else or something else, you know. And then she do a weekly thing. And then she got different payment plans and shit. I'm thinking this would be great for some of y'all. Or some of y'all could use both of us and benefits. So I said, yeah, I need to do this counseling session with her. Or this therapy session or whatever the fuck it is. So I know basically what I'm going to be promoting to y'all. So also at that point in time, was when I was doing the affirmation board party. So, pretty sure for a couple of y'all now, it probably clicked who this person was, okay? So, I'm thinking, sis, you should join us for the affirmation board party too. And that way you could party with us and then you could see me in my element and see what I do. Because when I interview you, this interview is going to be all about you. They coming because they want to see me, but this shit is about you though. And for that whole entire week, I marketed her to y'all, told y'all how great she was, how beneficial the session I had with her was. So this is what happened in the session before we did the interview. We were very close to the interview. Because I'm not going to lie, y'all. First off, this is why I fuck with this lady. I hit her up. Damn, yo. I hit her up probably the Friday. I don't even remember when I had that interview with her. I think I had it midweek. I know the affirmation board party was on the weekend. So I think I had that drink with her like Wednesday, Thursday. But I hit her up the Friday before. Like, God sent me that message to do that with her. I was on it. I was obedient. Okay, you want me to do this with sis? Bet I'm on it. And that's where the idea for the interview came through. Kind of like, when I was flipping through that journal, it's so much that I'm teaching y'all that's in this journal. And it'd be great for y'all to hear it from a different perspective and somebody who teaches it a different way. I understand, my teaching isn't for everyone. I get that, I'm an acquired type of taste. So, I hit her up and she was like, hell yes, sis, I'll do it. And she thinking, like I was thinking, this would be some money in your pocket too. All the way around. Get to help everybody. I'm helping y'all, I'm helping her, I'm helping myself, because then she could take a little bit of my load. Like, I'm thinking this shit is great. Oh, man. Shit went even more lefter than before. So I get in my therapy session with her. And the crazy thing is, we had a conversation about it Friday. We legit planned like everything we were doing, from the counseling, the therapy session I was going to do with her to see how it went, to the interview, what we were going to discuss and everything, to the affirmation board party. And then we started talking about other things we were going to do together as well. Literally did all of that shit in 24 hours. Like, when I said that was some boss shit that we did, the fact that we had all that shit laid out in 24 fucking hours, and that shit legit just dropped in my head, and we just ran with it, and she trusted me, like, that shit was definitely divine. Okay, definitely divine. So the shit went left with the counseling session, because the counseling session was like a couple of days before the interview. Okay, I don't know why we didn't think to space that shit out. So we get in the counseling session, therapy session, whatever. And she asked like what key points I want to focus on. And my main thing, y'all, to be all the way transparent with y'all, like I always am, was I don't have a good relationship with my mother. I don't have a good relationship with either one of my sisters, because I do have 2 sisters, y'all. We need to talk about the other one. Lord's story with that one. And I'm like, these 3 relationships, and then plus my cousins, like, it'd be a up and down with 2 of them that's around my age. And then, like, listen, them relationships, them key important female relationships in my life. And then I got another aunt that don't like me, always saying negative shit to me as a child. Like, that shit affected how I view my relationships with fucking females at an early fucking age. That shit started at an early age with my aunt talking negative to me. I remember I was 4 years old, like 4 or 5 years old, and she got mad because, I think I told y'all this before, she got mad because I wanted my oatmeal a certain way. Basically, the bitch can't cook, y'all. Okay, the bitch can't cook. And she ain't even know how to make fucking instant oatmeal. This shit was flavorless. I don't understand. Anyways, okay. So I wanted to know, like, I could bond with females like you, like, right off rip. But see, that's why you gotta pay attention, because people be having motives. And so they like to form and be, what's it called, a chameleon to your energy, to make it seem like y'all are alike when you're not. That was the fucking jewel of this entire Sunday in Mimosa. Run that shit back, okay? So we get in the session, and everything was going good till I got to my sister in New York. Now, the issue that she has is both of my sisters are Leos. One is a July Leo, the other one is an August Leo. So when I say more than likely I'm probably not really gonna get along with Leo females ever in fucking life, that's just what it is. That's the way it was written, okay? Let that shit be, okay? That's just how it is. Me and them things there, we just tend not to get along because either, never mind, don't do that shit there. I'm here to help out, okay? If you are a Leo and we cool, I'm sorry, I just don't know. You don't act like one, boo. Congratulations to you. It was when we got to the one in New York, though. Because the one in Virginia molested me, so naturally she ain't gonna be cool with that shit, because, you know, she has her own sexual trauma struggles. But, when we got to the one in New York, and see, I wish I would have did that Sunday Mimosa so y'all understand why I was right and she was wrong, okay? But all honesty, the reason why she was taking her side is because she's a Leo. Petty ass shit, I know. But the really, what it really boiled down to is she's a fucking Leo, and I think I said something wrong about Leos in that conversation, and this will get on my nerves about going to other people to fucking counsel me. Take your fucking personal opinion out shit. Okay? Take your fucking personal opinion out. When you're fucking counseling somebody one-on-one, your personal opinion don't fucking matter. Now, when I'm doing one with y'all, I might tell y'all, this is my personal opinion, and if you seem like you welcome into it, I might give it to, I'll give it to you. But I'm not going to sit up here and give you advice based off my personal opinion, though. Hell no. That's not good for the client. That's manipulation. Which what Leos are very, very good at. Real true tea. So then her attitude started picking up. And we kind of got into it. But we got into it assertively. We weren't yelling and, you know, or whatever. We were just standing on our points very firm. So we ended up having to get off the phone. And she was like, hey, sis, bae, you know, everything good between us. We still gonna, you know, do this interview and stuff tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, we still gonna do it. I ain't no petty bitch. Like, I mean, I want to discuss it with her after the interview. But we never got a real in-depth conversation about that. And I'm the type of person, we got an issue, we need to talk about this shit in order for us to move forward. Because until we do, I'm not going to be able to move forward. Real talk. I'm not going to be able to move forward. I can't brush it up under the rug no more. I went through that enough in my life with my family. That's how I ended up with psychological trauma. Okay? No, thank you. I'm good. So, we squashed it for the point in time. But that was a temporary squash to me. Now, mind you, to me, this is strike one. To her, this is strike two. She's still holding that grudge from that coercion or whatever it is debate on Facebook. Okay. So, we do the interview. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was a damn good interview. She said it was a damn good interview because she felt a little lost. And see, that's the thing about when people working with me, y'all just have to learn how to trust my fucking vision. Okay, I'm not going to lead you out there and then you don't know what the fuck you're going to do. She was confused because she was like, well, what are your interview questions? I said, I'm kind of really just going to go off of the energy. But I told her the key things I was going to focus on, though. And I told her ahead of time, like a couple of days before the interview or whatever. And I told her, I said, this is what I'm going to focus on out of your book. And she hit me up the day before. She was like, what are you interviewing me on? I was like, on you. What are you talking about? We already discussed this. And she didn't understand it. And I said, look, I told you, these are the key things I want to focus on out of your journal, like exact chapters. I said, these are your words. There's no need for you to be, in a frazzle. Just relax. These are your, because she was really nervous, y'all. She was really nervous, and she had just got to the point where she just started putting herself out there and, like being on camera and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, these is your words. Ain't no need for you to be nervous about the questions I'm going to come at you with. I said, I don't even know all the questions right now. That's why I said we just going to go with the flow. We going to do it just like a regular conversation, like it's me and you. And that's kind of what we did. I mean, you could tell I was interviewing her, though, because, I get my professionalism on when it's called for, But, like, yo, just trust my vision. I ain't about to lead you out there blind. Hell no. Because if you look bad, I'm going to look bad. Okay? Like, no. I'm not going to do that to you. So, she was kind of, frazzled about that. But I did notice right before we went on for the interview, I remember I went live over on YouTube. And I told y'all come over to my Instagram. And I sent y'all the link so y'all could watch it. But I hit her up, though, right before I went live on YouTube to tell y'all come over. And when I hit her up, I was still getting ready. I'm late for everything. Listen, I'm working on it, okay? But I was putting on my lipstick because she was looking at me. She was like, oh, you look cute, sis, bae. You look cute. But then she looking at me put on my lipstick. And then I picked up on that energy like, okay, she feel like I'm doing too much. Because she was tired because she had just did another like, a panel type thing, but they did it on Instagram, so she had never done that before, and she wanted to recharge her energy. And I'm like, do you want to reschedule? She's like, no. She was like, I said, I only need you for an hour. And she was like, oh, well, that's not that's not bad at all. I could do an hour. Like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. And so, okay, I gave you opportunity. You was tired. I gave you opportunity. You said yes. That's what I'm running with. Okay, be honest with Nina, and Nina can understand, adjust, and work with you. But you gotta be honest with me in order for me to know how to fucking operate, though. So she was feeling some type of way about me putting on lipstick, feeling like I was doing too much. I don't know if she felt like I was trying to up her or whatever, but like, listen, I'm naturally me. I don't go out of my way to be trying to put on shit for the cameras. The makeup that I put on for that camera is the same makeup I will put on when I go to a show. The same type of makeup I will put on when I would go to a college class. I don't do too much. Well, no, in college, honey. In college, shorty was killing that eyeshadow, baby. Okay, she was killing that eyeshadow. I was watching Makeup Doll. I was killing that eyeshadow. But now, like, I play my shit down now, though. I like to keep more of a, a natural looking face, or I like to stick to 1 or 2 colors with my eyeshadow now. I'm not putting 5, 6 colors of eyeshadow on my eyelid anymore. So I guess she just felt like I was doing too much. Oh, and I put a bra on. Y'all know how I feel about bras. But, I mean, I had on a lace tank top. I had to put a bra on. I just guess she felt like I was doing too much. I don't know. But, yeah. That's not my issue. Your insecurities, that's not my issue. Yeah. So, moving on. I noticed after the interview, though, like, she did get a couple of clients from me. She did. And I'm thinking this is good. But I noticed the particular client that she did, and they don't even know that I know that they did business together. Baby, I catch everything. My squad be on it. Me and her had a misunderstanding. I don't even remember what the fuck it was over, but I know it had something to, I know what it was. Because I got back up on Facebook because somebody who watched my YouTube video pissed me off because I was talking about how saying that you staying in an abusive relationship, or saying that you're staying in a toxic environment to benefit your kids is not a fucking excuse. And some lady came at me. She had all type of paragraphs for me on YouTube, and that triggered me to fuck back off to that goddamn coercion debate, because that shit was like literally a couple of weeks ago. Before that, well, a month before that, actually. And so I got up on Facebook. Now mind you, my personal Facebook ain't know what the fuck I was talking about, okay? And I got up there, I was like, fuck it, let's do it. I was like, listen, y'all got to stop saying coercion is rape. That shit is not. And I ran it down why it was. She hit the like, but she felt some type of way. Now, we were supposed to reschedule another therapy session for me. And yeah, me and her ended up having a conversation on the phone. And it was a regular conversation. It was a friend conversation. We weren't talking business. It was just a friend conversation. And she brought that shit up. And then that's when I started realizing, oh, bitch, you like to hold grudges, but you don't like bringing that shit to the forefront. So how the fuck am I supposed to correct or apologize for something if I don't fucking know I did something to offend you? Because when I put the post up, that was on my personal Facebook, I didn't tag you in it, and you came and hit like, which makes me think that you agreed with it, because I'm not thinking you still have a grudge against me from last time. Lord, okay? So at that time, our relationship was definitely rocky. Okay, we had been supporting each other's business and stuff. She bought for me a few times. She bought a gift for somebody from me. She's promoted me, of course. And I done put people on to her as well. Just spent some money with the lady. Okay? Spent some money with the lady. Now, the issue, when I really noticed, okay, this is going to be something we probably ain't going to be able to get past, is when I had the affirmation board party. I was late. And see, that was my first sign right there. Note to self. I know what I'm talking about. I was late, though. And that was not my intention. I had damn near everything ready, except I had to go get my food. And I was putting some decorations or something. Oh, I was typing up the stuff for my the cutout for my affirmation board, which I should have did the day before, but of course I was busy, had shit going on, and I was like, oh, I could just print that shit out, right before. My fucking Wi-Fi went fucking haywire. Note to self. And I had to struggle with that for like damn near 30 minutes. So I gave y'all another time, I think. And I'm thinking I'm going to leave out on time and enough time to get my food. I ordered my food once I got the Wi-Fi straight. I'm like, okay, I know I got to go straight out of the house. Shorty fuck around and spill her fucking tea on her affirmation board. So I had to sit there for 5-10 minutes and dry my fucking affirmation board. Then leave the house to go get my food. And while I'm out going to go get my food, I realized, God damn it, bitch, you ain't got no glue. So that's how we ended up with the purple glue on the affirmation board party. For those who were there, y'all know what I'm talking about with the purple glue. Yeah, that shit blew my mind. So she ended up not coming to the affirmation board party because she got tired of waiting for me. And she was like, well, I have other stuff to do, but I went ahead and did my board anyway. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Come to find out, she actually came back and watched that shit. Or either she was watching it while we were doing it. I don't know. But trust me when I say I know she watched it, though. So we still had not cleared up this misunderstanding. We supposed to be working through that, but she want me to do the therapy session. Why? Because you want me to pay you? No, I'm not going to pay you when we got an issue right now. I said, actually, I want to reschedule that or whatever. And we were supposed to have a conversation. But something else, she started posting them shots at me. And I'm like, you know what? She's been posting shots at me for a minute. So I'm still over here doing my thing on Virgo Garden. And I posted something about, if people talking about me behind my back, since you back there, you go ahead and kiss my ass or something like that. That's some shit once again, because people love to get offended by my little memes that I make myself, because they think I'm talking directly about them, and that shit be made months or a year before I even fucking knew who you were. Like, get the fuck over yourself and get the fuck out your own ego. She thought I was talking about her. I posted the shit up because I'm trying to clear some fucking space out my phone. I'm like, oh, let me post this. Won't even thinking about Shorty Doo-Wop. Oh, now it's an issue. Where, she put up a whole video and everything. I don't feel like it's mature for people to be putting up posts, this, that, and the third, or something like that, of them lines, basically saying it wasn't mature for me to put up a post coming at her and I could have talked to her about it. So you think it's mature for you to make a post about how you think I made a post about you without you coming to me talking about it to find out if I did make that post about you? The fuck? What world are we in? Okay. The fuck over it. So what happened was we were supposed to have a conversation because she did text me and I saw it. But when I saw it, I was sick. Note to self. I was sick. And I didn't want the energy to be texting anybody the fuck back. I needed a couple of days to recoup, and I said I'll get back to my phone when I recoup. But I guess because she saw me post a video, but that video had already been recorded, people think see, that's why y'all motherfuckers need to stop thinking that you know me off the fucking internet, goddammit. Shit, you don't know what the fuck I'm up to. Gracious, stalker. She texted me though. I ain't get back to her in enough time for her. Then that's when I seen her post another shot. And then she fake shouted out my business with all these other businesses. Cause I shouted her out in a black business support post with all these other great businesses. Everybody picture I took of their stuff looked professional. It looked good. Well, at least looked like I gave a fuck. She posted me up with some other people and they shit look good. But why the fuck did you post a picture of a sample of a wax melt that I sent you wrapped up in a fucking grocery bag? Trying to make my fucking company look unprofessional. I said, okay, bitch, that's the last fucking straw. It's one thing for you to come at me personally, but it's another thing for you to fucking come at my company. And I do particularly remember one of the things that made me say, you know what, I want to reschedule that therapy session where she was trying to come from my throat chakra. Note to self. And she was saying how my throat chakra was overactive. And I had to explain to her, because I guess she forgot that I got my own shit going on as well. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ain't been studying fucking chakra since I was fucking 19, bitch. Is right now my throat chakra is finally unblocked. So every fucking thing gonna come out right now. It's unclogging itself is what I was trying to explain to her. And she trying to tell me it was overactive. I said, no, that shit was actually underactive and now it's unblocked. So it's unclogging itself. Please don't act like you fucking know me, boo. I met you on the internet. No offense to nobody. But y'all really gotta stop that shit. So children, to go ahead and sum this one up, because I definitely gave this bitch too much time. This shit wasn't supposed to be this long, okay? To sum this up is what happened with that client of mine. She got that client to unfollow me. And I unfollowed her, of course, from everything. And that particular client, when I went to go check on them, some weeks later, I noticed they had a lot of anger problems going on. And they was posting it all over their fucking Instagram. And then I also noticed that they unfollowed her as well. See? Mama Virgo Garden tried to help you, though. So, yeah. This is why you can't help everybody, y'all. As far as I know, she's still stalking, still watching. Hey, boo, hey. I hope you're doing good, though. I really do hope you're doing good. And I hope you work on them insecurities that you got. Because you're a dope-ass person. Ain't no need for you to be insecure, ma. So, alright, babies. I'm your girl, Virgo Garden. If you didn't know that shit, I bet you know that shit now. How to follow me, how to book me, and how to get my wonderful, beautiful, amazing products that you all love so much will be down below in the description box. Love you, baby. Sorry this one had to be so long. But when I do these Sunday mimosas, that means I'm the fuck over the shit, pretty much. Okay? That means I'm the fuck over the shit. So I gotta get every detail. Because when I talk about it, I'm the fuck done with it. Okay, I'm the fuck done with it. I don't want to revisit it. I ain't trying to be going back to it like that. Sometimes, this shit happen. We ain't perfect. But yeah, I'm the fuck done with this situation for damn sure. Been done with it. But they told me it was time for me to make this Sunday in Mimosa. And I really got a feeling Shorty gonna end up watching this one. Let me tell you something, boo. It won't ever no issue that fucking deep for me to just completely cut you off like that since you supposed to be my sis. We been there for each other through some shit. Bitch, I wrote a fucking poem about you and posted it publicly because I appreciated you so much. You fucked the shit up, not me. You would have been a little bit more patient, a little bit more understanding, got out your own ego, you would have had a sister for life. But maybe this is why everybody around you keep getting from the fuck around you. And this is why you gotta protect your fucking energy, y'all. Which is something I'm really learning how to do. Boy, 2020, 2021, 2018 taught me some shit. Protect your fucking energy from these energy vampires. Love you, babies. Mwah.